Time to focus on business now. Business editor Mike Epple joining us. Mike, you've got a jersey on. Good man.
Yeah, we're ready to go.
I love it.
We're ready to go.
I love it. Thank you very much. How is the economy doing this morning, Mike?
You know what? It's not as bad as we thought it was going to be for February. Leah, the numbers in from StatsCan this morning showing an unchanged reading for the month. Obviously, the drop-off in oil had a big pullback for economic output. The manufacturing sector still not seeing much traction, even with the Canadian dollar down to the low 80-cent U.S. range. You know, you have to consider that, considering how many companies have closed over the past several years, whether or not that manufacturing output is going to be back to where it was in the past. Nevertheless, retail trade was up a little bit for the month. The numbers show what we saw out of the States yesterday. A sluggish start to the year. Some of it was weather-related, some of it was energy-related. The market's taking much of this news in stride. No change or implications for Bank of Canada or, for that matter, U.S. Federal Reserve interest rate policy. Now, the price for oil. This is interesting because we're coming into the day with oil above $59 per barrel for WTI crude, and it's on pace for the month of April to show its biggest monthly gain in about 6 years. This month alone, oil has gained close to 25%. Obviously, it started at a very low level here, below that, around that $40 per barrel threshold, but it has recuperated for 7 weeks in a row. It's about supply and demand in the United States. Numbers in yesterday showed that in Cushing, Oklahoma, that key U.S. hub for oil transfers, it's actually a pullback in supply. So we may be tracking this and maybe a more bullish case going forward here for oil, and wouldn't that be good for the economy, certainly going forward. Suncor was in with earnings early today, and those numbers showed the dramatic fall off in oil and what that did to Suncor's earnings. A loss of $340 million. They made $1.5 billion in the same quarter a year ago. ExxonMobil, meantime, $4 billion in profit. That's still half what they made a year ago. But all these companies are dealing with it. They're cutting back. They're rescaling and hoping that this energy market turns around. And a couple of tough days for tech stocks. Twitter down in 2 trading days, over 25%. It's up a little bit in the early going this morning. And we're also seeing a sell-off for Yelp, whatever that is, on its latest revenues. It's seeing a bit of a tumble, but overall steady morning to start this trading day. Everybody's watching the Flames anyway. That's the focus, right?
Let's be clear. That's exactly what everybody's doing. Thanks so much, Mike. Love the jersey. That's business editor Mike Epple. Thanks so much. You can hear Mike on 660 News at 26 and 56 after the hour.